My name is Dave Hurst. I own a mortgage brokerage called Pandanus Finance. I've been broking for about 18 years, and over the past 5 to 6 years I've had a real big focus on efficiency and trying to do things smarter so that I can have more time to deal with more clients. I started customizing the workflow in the CRM that we use, and I started showing that to other brokers who got really interested in it. And I created another business where I basically help other brokers to implement the efficiency hacks that I've implemented into my business. And that's created a second business called Broker Workflows, which I now sell to other mortgage brokers. The main challenges with packaging my expertise in this way was that it was a really long 110-page document that looked very unprofessional. The onboarding process was also really bad. I would have to open up a licensing agreement and put in the customers' names and ABNs and addresses and get them to digitally sign that and send it back to me. I also had to separately invoice them through Xero, and it was a step-by-step process that did chew up a fair bit of time. I realised that I needed a solution when I was getting pushback from clients and who didn't want to purchase a 110-page Word document for the thousands of dollars that I was charging them.
Dave had built incredible value, but was delivering it in a way that undermined his expertise. The Word doc made thousands of dollars of workflow intelligence look a bit amateur. Plus, he had zero IP protection and was burning hours on manual onboarding for every client.
Susan was really thorough with the questions that she was asking me. Also, she got me to demonstrate my workflow to her, show her the workflow document that I was selling to other people. And she was very thorough in asking me a lot of questions about how it all works. And then she took that away and came back with solutions that I hadn't even thought were possible.
Dave's content was already structured into 34 stages. So my job was moving it from a linear document into an accessible resource platform. I used a learning platform to create stage-based access where brokers could quickly find specific templates without having to scroll through a massive Word doc.
Susan recommended that we set the workflow up as like a learning management system, and I had not even considered that. But when you think outside the box, where I've got 34 different stages in my workflow, that really aligns well with what Susan was recommending, that each of those stages equates to effectively a lesson in the learning management system. I think some of the words that my clients would use to describe the experience is thorough. My workflow is very, very detailed, right down to a very granular level. It's professional and it's quite easy to navigate. Since Susan has handed over the keys to the system to me, it's really empowered me to customize it even further, to add further value to my clients. And that's also allowed me to diversify and increase the dollar value of each sale. I'm now started to be looked at as a thought leader when you're looking at efficiencies for mortgage brokers. I just love to thank Susan for all the work that she's done for me. She's really transformed my business. I thought I was probably going to sell 20 or 30 of these workflows, and now I'm thinking it's more likely going to be in the hundreds, possibly thousands. That would never have happened had Susan not built my workflow professionally the way that she has, and that's allowed me to protect my intellectual property as well.